let's talk about removing emblems. So, you have these emblems on your car, and maybe you don't want them there. Don't go taking a screwdriver and digging into the paint. Let's do it the easy way. Grab any kind of wire. This is a guitar string, and you can use this, or I've already used a twist tie, which is kind of difficult just because it's very, very, very small, but this is pretty easy. I don't know if I can hold my phone and you can still see what I'm doing here, but we'll try. So what you want to do is just take this in behind and just go behind and kind of saw at it. Make sure you're not on the paint, but you're just kind of cutting through the adhesive as you fall. Like I said, I don't know if you're even seeing this, but oh, you're falling again. Kind of cut through the adhesive behind there, and there we go. V is off. Now, see that? It's just kind of like a adhesive stickiness. So there, V is off. Let's try the S. Just get in behind it. Just kind of cut, sawing back and forth. Like I said, pull away from the car so you're not scratching the paint. There we go. Went behind it. Now it's free to come off. Now you're going to have to kind of pick at this very carefully. Really, just use your fingernail. Don't scratch the paint. Just kind of pull at the adhesive itself. And as long as you don't scratch your paint, you can get this stuff off really nice and easy. You might use a little bit of heat, all depends on the weather you're having. But as you can see, oh no, I said as you can see, sorry guys. That is coming off very cleanly. Go over here. And we'll do the all-wheel drive. See, just be very careful. There you go. Now, I even started pulling some of the adhesive off there. Look at that. You can get a plastic razor blade that might help you. Don't necessarily want to use a real razor blade. But they have tools that can help, but sometimes they hurt, so like I said, just be very careful. Look at that. Came off super clean. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. See, some of the letter pulled off that, and then I just kind of picked at it very carefully. And we'll get this thing off. Let's see if I can show you at least one, hopefully. There, see that? That is pulling right off. All you gotta do is free it up from behind and then pull that sucker right off. I know, you're falling. You're falling. Look at that. Got them all off now. I'll set my guitar string aside and show you. Just be very careful. Kind of roll it. Kind of roll it with your finger. Again, don't scratch the paint. Be very, very careful. Now, this will come off with a little bit of I use a heavy-duty thinner, but I know what I'm working with. That stuff will eat your paint pretty quick too. Just get a little bit of solvent, Goo Gone. I don't know, I haven't tried it, but if you use, it's kind of like the stuff you buy that says to use on fabric. Use in a small area just to test it. Make sure it doesn't hurt what you're working on. check that out. I'm not gonna say as you can see, but look at that, it even rubs off almost cleanly with my finger. See? You gotta get this major part off. Look at that, it's warm enough today. It is just kind of pulling aside. Again, don't scratch into the paint. Just keep it on the level. Keep it on the surface. Don't want to scratch your paint, because then you're going to have to paint the entire tailgate, which I had to repair over there. So here, all I'm doing is just kind of rolling it along. Rolling it back. Rolling it back. And the cool thing about this is at the end of the day, you have some letters to play with. You can rearrange them in a cool way. Spell out dolls. How about V? No, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Dollsville? No. Alright, well, you haven't got enough, haven't enough fun watching me roll adhesive. Then rewind this and watch it again. Like I said, I'm just rolling it back. Rolling it back. A lot of it's coming off. And if you really wanted to, you could probably carefully pick at that. But I'm going to bring out this thinner once I get this off. But I'll stop this, get the rest of this off, and I will show you with my thinner. Kids, don't try this at home, but watch a YouTube video and pretend that you know what you're doing. As you can see here, oh, I said it, I am so sorry. Okay, so I was able to get, I mean, you could just sit here and probably work this back very carefully. Like I said, you don't know what if this has been painted, you don't know how good this is going to stick. So anyway, this is where we're at, and I'm going to show you in a minute taking some industrial strength thinner to it. But I just wanted to show you how easy you can almost just roll this back. And if you use a little bit of heat, if it's not warm enough, if this is not coming off, you can use a little bit of heat from a hairdryer or heat gun, just a little bit, and try at it. And if the little bit of heat works, you're good, but you don't want to soften up the paint or you're going to be screwed. So here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of thinner on my rag here. You want to use a good clean rag or it'll fall apart on you. I'll put a little bit of thinner on there and see how this works. See, you don't want to have large globs of it. You don't want to do it too long because you're going to soften the paint. Just hit it real quick. I actually shouldn't. I should actually have a shop rag, not a paper towel. That'll soften up the adhesive first. So you just go at it. I should go get a shop towel, not this. But if you hit the whole thing with a little bit of thinner, yeah. I think they're open till 3. See, it's taking it off. Like I said, if you had a rag, you'd probably be better off. I shouldn't say probably. You would be better off with a rag. But take off the top layer And then it just starts working its way down through. Like I said, don't stay in one area because you're going to really just soften up everything there. Move it around. I'm going to go get a rag. Now this is actually softer now, so you can really just take it off much easier with your finger. See that coming off. Get the excess off and then I can clean it up. Still just rolling it back with my finger. Left of my paper towel here. Go over the whole area, not just one little spot, because it will harm your paint. Yeah. I mean, this paper towel kind of falls apart while you're using it, so if you have a shop towel, microfiber cloth works good. It holds the thinner in, but you can tell that this is pretty much gone. I could take a little bit of compound over it and make it perfect, or since we're painting it, I'll just paint over it. Now it's pretty soft right now, so I don't want to go too harsh on it. But there you go. Still a little bit of tape still there. But I can get all that off, no big deal. Give it one more run here. There you go. It's all gone. There is a little bit of residue. It might be scratch, but the letters are gone and the adhesive is all gone. If you weren't going to paint this, I would just take some compound, get all these little bits off, don't scratch it, and we'll be good to go. There you go. Midnight is left. Ran a little bit of compound over it. You can't even hardly see anything.